The first day he comes into training, you're thinking, oh dear, this guy might not be here long. He's just got everything, absolutely everything.
It's almost sometimes too easy for him. I mean, you can try and run him, he'll out-sprint you. You can try and out-muscle him, he'll beat you physically.
The way he performed over the last few seasons has been world class.
Driving in, beating 2-3 men, scoring goals, taking free kicks, and he looked a threat every time he got on the ball.
We're all happy to have you here at Liverpool. Yeah, you're an amazing person.
Don't look any different, to be fair, from those. If I was to ask you to talk about how you describe your childhood, how was it growing up?
I had a great childhood. You know, I was playing outside on the streets a lot. I have a little brother, I have a little sister as well. My brother is 2 years younger than me, and at that time, playing outside was, was it. Of the two of us, he was most of the time the goalkeeper, so I just, tried to score some goals on him, and I was always trying to be active, playing different sports, whether it was sort of baseball kind of games or basketball, badminton, and then football. Obviously, it was great. I was 2 years at my club in the neighborhood, what you just saw in the picture, Radius 19, and then I went to Willem II, who I played for 10 years, and I enjoyed every bit of it. It was amazing.
Hi Virgil, allereerst gefeliciteerd met het geweldige succes van Liverpool, het winnen van de Champions League. Dat is natuurlijk waar heel veel spelers alleen maar van kunnen dromen. Jij hebt het gedaan. Dat is goed voor het Nederlandse voetbal, daar heeft iedereen baat bij. Ik ook, hier in Oezbekistan, dus ga ermee door. En ik wens je heel veel succes met het voetbal, maar ook persoonlijk vlak met je familie. En ik hoop je ooit nog eens in levende lijven te zien. Tot ziens. Hoi.
Groningen made your debut there. That's Peter Hoekstra who gave you that. What was that experience like, finally becoming a professional playing in the Dutch league?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I lived obviously down south in Holland. Everything was just there, and then I decided to make the step all the way up north. If you compare it to England, it's probably from Liverpool to, I don't know even what you say, Norwich or something. Still far, but for us it's like from one way to all the way to the other, and it was a total switch. I lived on my own. I enjoyed every bit of it, to be fair. In the beginning it was tough. I didn't have my driving license, so I went to training on the bike every day. I was a bit lazy with getting my driving license. I wasn't even involved in the first team, and luckily towards the end of the season I got slightly more involved, and I was happy to make my debut then. To see him, I didn't see him for a long time, so it was nice to see. I didn't even know he was there, but yeah, I hope he's all good. And what I say, I'm always grateful for the people that helped me throughout the way.
Hi Virgil. Yep. I'm Scott from Celtic. Do you remember me? At the time, nobody really knew too much about him. And then 2-3 months into the season, all the lads were like, this guy is a player. And then you start speaking to the manager, you start speaking to other people, and he just becomes the Rolls Royce of the team.
I mean, he's the best in the world, and he could go and play for any club now, but I think he looks very happy at Liverpool, and why wouldn't he be? 2 Champions League finals, and great Premier League run last year, and another great Premier League run this year.
Yeah, Celtic, what a time it was. Obviously, before I made the transfer to Celtic, you're gonna look at the team. Obviously, everyone knows, I think, Scott Brown anyway. So before I arrived there as well, I was like, how would he be? Would he be that crazy as well as outside the pitch as he's on? The way we played as well, we most of the time we had more than 60% ball possession at least. We were attacking the whole time, and that's something that I've never experienced in my previous career. I was always at teams that had the ball at times, but were more defending than attacking. And if you draw, it's not good enough. You have to win. If I'm thinking back now, I think the game we've played against Ajax in the Champions League in my first year, I think the atmosphere was outstanding. We won, I think, 2-1. the atmosphere is something that you never forget, you know, that gives you that extra lift, and you know, it was very special.
If you were to describe Virgil van Dijk, the player, what would it be? A couple of words.
Absolute legend.
I think he's going to go on to be one of the greatest of all time.
Virgil, congratulations on goal World Player of the Year, big man. Never thought you had it in you, but unbelievable ability. Glad to have known you, and enjoy, my man.
You've come a long way since the bounce game here at Lennoxtown against Carlisle, but we never doubted that your progress would be as superb as it is. You've been a magnificent servant to your club so far, and you're doing wonderful things with Liverpool. Congratulations and have a great night.
Nice messages. Yeah.
Nice words, yeah. You know, those two definitely have played a part in it, and yeah, I think Bruni is making jokes about being a legend, but he's a legend himself. So you know, always thankful for those words, and that's the only thing I can say, I think.
Congrats, Virgil, on being #1 in the world. Really proud to see it, and I think you deserve everything you get, the hard work you do, and the qualities you showed when I played alongside you, and the quality you're showing now is like I said, really good to see, and keep it going, mate. Really proud.
Virgil, natuurlijk heb ik van heel nabij meegemaakt bij Southampton. Geweldige move gemaakt naar Liverpool en ja, is daar, ik wil niet zeggen de koning, maar bijna en ontzettend belangrijk in zijn persoonlijkheid, in dat team. Een leider, ook bij momenten aanvoerder.
So Southampton, obviously your first step into the Premier League, was that always an ambition to play in England? Was it always something you thought, I'd like that to happen?
Yeah, always. You know, I think when I definitely made my professional debut in Holland, you know, it was always a dream to play out in the Premier League, and I think it was the right time, it was the right club for me at the time as well. And everyone knows, you know, Ronald Koeman, and you know, me personally as a centre back, I definitely wanted to work, you know, for him. And I have massive respect for, you know, already for what he's done in his football career. And as a manager, obviously, you know, I always had that respect anyway. At Groningen, I think I've met his dad, who sadly passed away a couple of years ago, who I've spoken to at the time as well, and I'll always be very thankful for that too.
Virg, just want to say congratulations on the award. You deserve it, mate. I think the way you performed over the last few seasons has been world class. Yeah, we're all very proud of you, and it's a massive achievement. Well done.
Hi, big man. First of all, I want to congratulate you with your award. It's been amazing since you're here, not only on the pitch but also off the pitch. And we're all happy to have you here at Liverpool.
Trent and Genie there, doing their best roving reporter impressions. Obviously, when you left Southampton and came to Liverpool, it seemed and it felt like this was the only place that you wanted to be. Why was that, and how quickly did you realise you'd made the right decision?
I made the decision based on many things, and just I think my feeling is always the most important thing, and I think Liverpool just, you know, were the strongest in multiple, you know, factors, and you know, the whole feeling that, you know, everyone is having here. And I've been here almost 2 years now, and so far so good. And obviously in football you never know what can happen in the future, but so far, you know, I'm just very happy and glad that I made the decision to come here, and hopefully, you know, it will always be good.
You said so far so good. I mean, you've had 2 Champions League finals in a season and a half. You've had a record-breaking Premier League. Did you think it'd go this well?
Wasn't expecting to be in the Champions League final straight away, if I'm absolutely honest. I was hoping to just, you know, play as good as I can, settle in the team. You never know what might happen, but to be in the Champions League final was something very special. And on a personal level, in that case as well, I think the year before I went to the final myself to watch it in Cardiff, and then the year after I was actually playing the final. Unfortunately, lost it. What I felt before the final in Madrid is that I don't want to walk through that lap of honor, like, you know, the guard of honor, you know, getting your silver medal. that feeling is the worst feeling I think you can have at the time. And I thought about it definitely before the game that we're gonna make sure we're not gonna do it, and we have to get that, get the trophy no matter what. And not a lot of players in their career wins the Champions League, and such a difficult league to compete in, and such a difficult teams to beat, and we actually did it. And I think we will always be remembered also in Liverpool history for that. The moment that definitely plays in my mind is the moment when Divock scored the goal, and I knew it was done, and I was laying flat down on the ground, and the final whistle is just tears in my eyes, and just from so much joy. And there are a lot of players in the team that don't have the easy route, like for example Robo, just a tiny example, where he's coming from and where he is right now is just amazing to see. And I think that should also give power to kids that are struggling at this young age, and just to keep going, because you never know what might happen in the future.
You must have a big head watching something like that, eh?
What a song, yeah. What a video, actually. I think a couple of my family members were in that crowd at the time, and I saw that video actually. I think it was before pre-match or after pre-match on the final, and I think I couldn't properly, because normally we sleep, after. I think I saw it after lunch actually, but I couldn't sleep anymore. I was just so excited. I wanted to just get out there and just, and I don't have that too much. I was just ready to go. I wanted to go out there, get the trophy, and party with them as well. And I think I'm very proud to get that song, and that video definitely give me chills.
Yeah, no, well, what can I say? I can write a book about his skills, about his strength, about how much I like him, what a fantastic person he is, and so young, already so mature, so strong, all good.
Talking of the manager then, because I sit in press conferences sometimes, and when he talks, I sometimes feel like I want to go out and play, and I can't imagine what it must be like for a player to play under him.
Yeah, he has fantastic player management skills, I think, and he does it just on instinct. He just do it because he thinks is good to do. He will talk to you whenever. I definitely have a special connection, I think, with him, and what I said before, I will always be grateful for him making sure that I was gonna come here. And yeah, he's just a fantastic, complete manager with a clear plan, and the whole philosophy of the club with him, with the staff, with the players. It's all one, and I think that's very important at the football club, and hopefully we can achieve more things all together.
You're an amazing person. It's difficult to say a lot of good things about you, but I'm happy that I have you as a teammate. Not only here, I'm also lucky to have you as a teammate at the national team. And I hope this will be the first of many. Yeah, congratulations and good luck for the rest of your career.
Captaincy and a nation that looks like it's on the way back up after some difficult times. How much pride does it give you to represent the Netherlands and to be captain?
Yeah, I'm so very proud of that. And as a young football player in Holland, I think the dream is always to play for your country, wear that orange shirt. To actually make my debut against Kazakhstan away was unbelievable, and give me so much good feelings, proud moments, and obviously we've known difficult times, but at the moment it's looking good at the moment, and we have to keep working, stay humble, and get back to participating in tournaments. And for now, I'm just very happy and proud to be the captain of our nation. And hopefully lead the boys on in the next tournaments.
So Ronaldo, Messi, Van Dijk, that seems to be the three at the moment. So when you think about the last 15 years and the way those two have been up at the top, it's some achievement for you.
Yeah, you know, very proud, and it can only happen with the achievements we do at the club, the collective achievements, and to get recognition for that is just outstanding. And maybe now I won't really, you know, understand how big it is because we are so busy, and you know, it just comes at me, and I'm just absorbing everything, and I think there will be a time where I definitely realize, you know, what's going on. And for now, I'm just you know, very proud to be, you know, to be in that bracket, proud to be in the nomination for the Ballon d'Or even. What's an absolute dream for every young player, every football player at all. And yeah, maybe it's time for a defender to win it.